the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're here live from Lake Forest College, and at the draw, controlled momentarily by the Warriors. Now it's sent in as Handelman will play it back to Seth Platt. Finds Brady Gagerman, who takes a shove and sends it behind the net. And Lake Forest trying to get things out, and Owen intercepted there momentarily by Jesse Ryson. And now Handelman sends it back in. Over to Gagerman, shooting, and a save! Oh, some early action there as the Warriors jumping on it, and a very nice save by Grant Solanti, the Lake Forest netminder. And I apologize that our cameraman is must be a little under the weather here, but now the draw back into the Lake Forest zone, and a big hit in the corner. Now back to Hayden Siegel. Siegel with a shot right on. Now in the corner, Valper, centering pass, and Kappas looking back to go to the center. He was looking for Valper. That pass didn't connect, and out comes Lake Forest. And now, and Oakman blew a gasket there a little bit, and controlled by Lake Forest. Now Hunt sends it back as Lake Forest works its way through the neutral zone, shooting, and a save by Lampert West. Now the puck squirts back in the middle, and Oakman looking for Valper. He's got him. Blake Valper tried to cut to the middle. And here comes Lake Forest. Now Aiden Meredith battling away with Mason Richter. And Lampert West will play it behind the net. Now along the far boards, and we're going to have a whistle. And I believe it's just going to be an offsides. Now the draw, controlled momentarily by Deerfield, but back to the Lake Forest zone. Now Vedra gives Richter a jolt. And Camosa over to Ryan Lutz. And it goes back behind the Lake Forest net, battling along the far boards. Now, and a dangerous play as the Lake Forest defenseman seemed to bring it out in front of his own net, but no harm done that time. And now Zach Margulis battling. His shot didn't get through. And here comes Lake Forest on the counter. And Lampert West gloves it aside harmlessly. Now Zach Swig starting it out. Swig over to Seth Platt. And that's an offsides play. Now the draw controlled by Lake Forest as it's dumped in by Oliver Nalepa. Now in the corner, Noah Becker. He was looking for Schraber, and that's going to be an offsides play. Or are they going to rule it an icing? I believe they're going to call that an icing, as Noah Becker had not reached the center line. So not quite the pace that we saw the last time these two teams met. This is a rematch. They battled to a 2-1 loss, but a very close game and hard fought last time. Now Gerber looking for Ryson, and that puck bounced up in the air, and Gagerman will send it back into Ryson. Now Gagerman working in the corner. Gagerman comes away with it and goes back to Hayden Siegel. Here it comes! And a stick save, and Lake Forest on the counter. Shooting! He just missed the far post with a rocket. Now Gerber on the counter. Gerber looking for Gagerman. Shooting! Just wide. And now Lake Forest. Now we've got some end-to-end action. Oh, and the drop pass. Oh, and a big hit in the corner behind the play as here comes Gerber. Gerber, drop pass to Gagerman. Shot was blocked. And Lake Forest needs a change as Seth Platt will regroup. Platt looking for Gerber. Blocked nicely there by Aiden Hunt. And now, oh, and the pass just eluded Blake Valfer, or he would have had a good scoring chance. Now Valfer behind the net, a big collision behind the net between Valfer and Hunt. But Hunt gets it out and kept in there by Handelman. Now Kingsep shooting. His shot sailed wide, but Handelman is the first one there. Back behind the net. And Lake Forest, that's Kuchman, has it taken away momentarily. And Kingsep gives his man a shove. Now along the near boards, out comes Lake Forest. And Ferretti will get it up to Silver. Now Charlie Silver had it taken away on a nice defensive play. And Oakman, it goes off his stick and over to Seth Platt. And now Charlie Haggerty. Oh, and the pass was just behind his man, or that would have been a golden opportunity, but John Carabine couldn't get to it, but icing is waved off. Now Slovanik. Over to Haggerty, back to Haggerty, and Seth Platt gets a stick on it. Now Haggerty again comes away with it. Haggerty is looking for Rice, and intercepted there by Camosa with a nice move to get around his man. Now Thomas Camosa. Oh, and I think he might have been looking for a tip from Lutz, but that didn't work out. And now Lake Forest on the counter, shooting. Lampert West with the save. Now Richter battling with Haggerty. Zach Margulis will ring it around the boards. And a man is down. Are we going to have a penalty here? I think that might be Haggerty. And Haggerty's going to need some attention. I hope he's okay. And with that, we'll take a break in the action. So Charlie Haggerty gets some help off the ice. We certainly hope he's okay. And now the draw. Sent into the Deerfield zone. And pass a little too hot to handle. And out comes Anthony Reinhardt. Reinhardt looking for Meredith, but Kappas sent it back in. And that's going to be an icing on Lake Forest as they need to regroup. The draw controlled by Deerfield. Gerber, oh, and he tried to get his shot off, but he had his stick tied up. Hayden Siegel will send it in there. And now a hit along the boards by Ryson. And Ryson gets the favor returned by Michael Burton. Gerber sends it behind the net, but there's no one there from Deerfield. And Ryson will get it to Gagerman, where it's played by Vedra of Lake Forest. Vedra spins around his man, but it's taken away by Gagerman. Oh, and the pass off the boards just missed Gerber. And out comes Lake Forest, kept in by Hayden Siegel. Oh, and the pass over to Handelman escaped the zone. So Handelman back to Hayden Siegel, back to Handelman. looking for Ryson, who deflects it into the zone, and a charging Kingsepp almost got to it, but it was taken away by Anthony Reinhardt. Now Lake Forest, Udell gets a hit by Handelman, and Kingsepp takes down his man, and that's going to be a penalty. Andrew Kingsepp is going to get the gate, and that's going to be a roughing call. So Andrew Kingsepp will spend 2 minutes in the sin bin. Gerber, and I believe that's Schraber, killing off the penalty. And the puck escapes the zone. So Lake Forest will have to regroup. John Halloran. Pass goes up to Carabine. And he felt some pressure from Platt, so he gets rid of it, but Lake Forest still has it. Back to the point. Over to Hunt. Hunt over to Carabine. Behind the net. That's Bobby Vedra working it. And Owen Valfer stepped in, but the pass hopped over his stick. Shooting it, a save by Lampert West. And Schraber will clear the length of the ice. Now, and Carabine was waiting by the blue line, but Seth Platt intercepted that pass nicely. And the Lake Forest defenseman lost an edge, but gets it back. Over to Aiden Hunt. Hunt to Silver, but Seth Platt is right there again. And Cushman will chase it down, but Hayden Siegel gets there first, and he clears it all the way down. Netminder Grant Salanti plays it to his defenseman. Not sure who number 12 is on Lake Forest. He's not on my roster. That's Slobodnik. Slobodnik along the far boards to Michael Burden. And Deerfield clears it all the way down again. So good penalty killing so far by the Warriors. Now Silver with a long feed, but Kappas is right there. Can't clear the zone. Is Ferretti working hard to keep it in, but they still battle in the corner, and Hayden Siegel comes away with it, but it goes back to the point where Reinhardt is waiting. Reinhardt steps around Ryson, centering pass, and a nice defensive play by Hayden Siegel prevented a good scoring opportunity. And Ryson calling for it, but as the penalty expires, it'll be sent back down into the Deerfield zone, and that'll be an icing. Zach Margulis on the face-off for Deerfield, controlled by Anthony Reinhardt and Aiden Meredith. Headman's up, and here comes Maida shooting. Just missed the far post. And Zach Margulis on the counter. Zach Margulis gets around his man. Zach Margulis showing some good speed. And Zach Margulis, he thinks it's in, but that went wide. I'm not sure what Zach is celebrating there. The puck clearly did not go in the net. And the net comes off the moorings, and that's why we have the whistle. Not a very large crowd tonight. I count 3, including myself. Now Andrew Kingsepp will take the draw. Lined up against John Carabine. The draw won cleanly by Kingsepp. Back to Handelman. Shooting. Over to Kingsepp. Oh, and he just missed. Nice play off the face-off. Now Valfer shooting. Didn't get much on that shot. And Kingsepp rubbed off the play, and it'll be sent back down into the Deerfield zone, but no icing, says referee Don Koharski. And now Vedra. And Gagerman's going to have none of that. He intercepted that pass. Now Gagerman back to Valfer. And now Gagerman's in. Shooting. And a save. Rebound. Oh, and it's shot wide. So the Lake Forest netminder called upon to make some good saves early on. Now Zach Swag wins the draw into the corner where Noah Becker comes away with it. Noah spins, tried to center it, but that pass didn't connect. Kept in nicely by Swag. Oh, and that was Slobodnik who intercepted that pass, and Noah Becker would have been waiting. Now Hayden Siegel behind the net. Siegel turns and goes the opposite direction and squirts through the neutral zone. Now back to Seth Platt. Platt back to Siegel. Siegel, oh, looking for Gagerman with a long range, or rather Schraber, and along the far boards, it's taken by Lake Forest. They go cross ice to Carabine. Carabine, drop pass. And look out here. Oh, and that was a nice play by Michael Burton, who walked through the center of the ice and shot it just wide. Now Swag, he appears to have seen enough. He just dumps it in through the neutral zone, but goes back to Hayden Siegel. Siegel to Daniel, or rather that's Gerber. And out to the point where it's kept in by Ryan Kappas, who got hit. And now it'll be played by Jesse Ryson. Ryson up to Gagerman. Now Gagerman dropped it to Gerber. Nifty move to get around his man, but it's taken away by Lake Forest as John Halloran sends it out to his man, and Gerber was going to dump it in. Icing's waved off. Oh, and another somewhat dangerous play in front of his net, but no harm done by Halloran. And now Gagerman. Oh, and a kick save by Melanti. That sort of developed into a dangerous play as the puck was in front of the Lake Forest net. Now Camosa battles with Walsh, who takes it away, and Camosa gets it back over to Gerber. Gerber, working through several Lake Forest players, took a whack from Aiden Meredith. And Zach Margulis in the corner. And out comes Lake Forest. Bobby Vedra. Pass just a little too far for Owen Walsh. And that's going to be an icing. I don't think Deerfield liked that call. I think they thought that one of the Lake Forest players could have gotten to the puck, but the faceoff is going to be to the left of Jake Lampert West. So Zach Margulis will face off against Ferretti, and the puck squirts free to the neutral zone. Zach Margulis couldn't get it past Oliver Nalepa. Oliver Nalepa shooting in a pad, saved by Jake Lampert West through traffic. Now back to Burden, shooting deflected nicely by Lutz, and that sails over the net. Now Udell behind the net to Alepa, and Seth Platt will send it out to Lutz. Ryan, oh look, oh, and just as the horn sounded, lucky for Deerfield because the puck squirted right in front, and it looked like Udell might have a shot. He seemed to have open real estate, but the buzzer sounded just as he was about to let one go. So after one period, the score 0-0. Now the start of the second period. Oliver Nalepa steps around his man, but took a shove from Kappas and Ryan Oakman. Udell looked like he didn't want to have anything to do with Oakman there, but behind the net. And out, oh, in a wraparound, and he scores! Rocco Ferretti on a wraparound. As the puck was behind the net, there were four bodies digging for it. somehow it squirted out in front of the net, and Rocco Ferretti was Johnny on the spot, and he wrapped it around, and there's not much Jake Lampert West could do about that. So an early second period goal by Lake Forest. Now the draw controlled by Gagerman over to Gerber. Taken away there by Aiden Hunt. And I think we're going to have a penalty. And it looks like Handelman might get the gate. And that's going to be a roughing call. So apparently Russell Handelman got a little too much of his man. And Deerfield will have to kill off another penalty. They did a very good job with the last penalty kill. Now the draw, controlled momentarily by Deerfield, and Seth Platt will dump it in, where it'll be played by John Halloran. Halloran, the lead pass to John Carabine, who sends it behind the net, and the Warriors will send it all the way down. Now Hunt, again cross ice, and here comes Robert Medica, kept in by Carabine, shooting, and a save by Lampert West. Now Seth Platt sends it along the boards. Carabine behind the net, back to Austin Rice, and taken away nicely there on a fine defensive play. That was Ryan Kappas with that defensive play. Now Halloran is going to send it down deep, but he had not yet reached the center line, so that's going to be an icing. So far, so good on the second Lake Forest power play. Zach Margulis and Hayden Siegel chatting over their plan for the face-off. Now the draw. And I thought it might have been won by Zach Margulis, but the officials seemed to get in the way, but it goes back to Mason Richter, who tried to clear it. His clearing attempt hit a body. Not sure if that hit the referee or possibly Daniel Schraber, but a bad break for Deerfield as the draw will be just outside of their blue line. Now the draw back to Deerfield. They send it into the Lake Forest zone where Burden will play it. Burden will send it in there deep, but Hayden Siegel is there. Oh, and Aiden Meredith got in his way. Look out. Oh, and a nice play as it appeared that Lake Forest was going to have a shot. I think that might have been Mason Richter that just got his stick in there in time to thwart a Lake Forest effort. Now Lake Forest will start it up again. Burden taken away by Mason Richter, and Vedra will be forced to regroup. Now Vedra starting it out in his own zone through the neutral zone, works around Richter. Now Vedra, look out, he's in, shooting, hit the goal post. Oh, Vedra with a great rush up the ice from his own zone. Got through a few of the Warriors and then let it fly, but he hit iron. So now we await the draw after a great scoring attempt by Lake Forest, but it was stopped by the goalie's best friend. Now the draw, controlled by the Warriors, but they cannot get it out of the zone. And now Gerber's going to get a chance. Penalty's over. Gerber, tried to get around his man and get in, but that was prevented by Owen Walsh. And now Aiden Hunt let one fly, but that sailed over the net. And we're going to have a stoppage in play. There's a look at the Lake Forest broadcasting crew. They're streaming this game live to the Lake Forest fans. Now Hayden Siegel off the draw, slams on the brakes. Siegel looking for Ryan Oakman. He's got him, goes cross ice to Kappas. Kappas puts it in the zone, and now, oh, and Oakman just missed getting to that puck. And Aiden Hunt in the corner goes cross ice to John Halloran. Kept in by Kappas nicely. Now Kingsep gives Silver a shove, and it goes into the corner along the far boards. Back to Halloran. Halloran takes a look, looking for Silver, but taken by Ryan Kappas. Oh, and then Silver gets it back. Kingsep will dump it in. It's going to be a delayed offsides, but Deerfield clears the zone, and now out comes Ferretti. Ferretti along to Ushman, shooting, and a save by Lampert West. Nice save there by Lampy, and Kappas looking for Kingsep, but the pass was a little bit over his stick. And Lake Forest wasn't sure who was going to retrieve that puck, but it goes to Udell, the pass behind him, and that's going to be an icing. Zach Margulis exchanging a few words with Oliver Nalepa before that draw. And now here's, and Nalepa just had it taken away by Platter. He might have had a break. Now Udell, his pass intercepted by Platt with the glove. And Slobodnik will be forced to retrieve. Slobodnik, cross ice pass, and was it brought in back off sides? I believe it was. And the pass will be in the neutral zone just outside the Lake Forest blue line. So a few familiar faces on this Lake Forest team. A couple of these guys know Oliver Nalepa. I believe Aiden Meredith, being told by my producer, might have gone to preschool with one of these Deerfield Warriors. We'll try to find out who that was, and we'll get back to you. Now Zach Margulis behind the net. Over to Lutz, shooting! Oh, and a nice save there by Nolancy, as Ryan Lutz brought it back from behind the net, and now Lutz again working hard, but the pass goes outside the zone where Vedra will try to get it, but Zach Margulis comes back with it. Now Zach Margulis had it taken away there, but and it just eluded Camosa. And here comes Lake Forest. The long pass to Slobodnik. Slobodnik working around Handelman, not this time. And Handelman again gets it over to, I think that might have been Camosa. And we're going to have an icing call. So Deerfield, after that early second period goal by Lake Forest, is buckling down. And Rocco Ferretti is going to take the draw against Brady Gagerman. And the draw controlled by Deerfield. And now Gerber with a possible break. Gerber has to spin and tries to get it back to Hayden Siegel, but out comes Ferretti. Now Ferretti, pursued by Gagerman, gets a hit from Gagerman, who goes down in the process, and one of the Lake Forest players goes down and loses a stick, and now kept in though. Michael Burden in a big collision with Brady Gagerman, and now Gerber on a breakaway. Gerber pass, shooting, and a save! Oh, a 2-0, and Jack Gerber came in, and he spotted, I think that might have been Jesse Ryson, and Gerber with a very unselfish play sent it over to Ryson, who put the shot on, but excellent save by Grant Solancy. Now the draw by Zach Swig. Pass sails through to the far boards, and a big hit there by Schraber. Now Swig goes back to Benji Friedman, whose shot went wide. Noah Becker battling for it. Takes a shove, but he still has it. And a couple of big bodies in the corner, and I think that was Swig that came away with it. Swig tried to put it towards the center, but couldn't do it that time, and out comes Lake Forest. Now Silver, one of the Lake Forest big men, has it taken away, but it bounced over the stick of a Warrior, and now look out, trouble here. A bunch of players milling about in front of the net. And Schraber gives and receives a shove from Charlie Silver, but the puck ends up outside of the Deerfield net, and Jake Lampert West hands it harmlessly to the referee. Now we get set for the draw as little Grand Funk Railroad playing in the background, and the puck behind the net. Handelman, he was looking for Oakman, who gloves it. Appeared to maybe hold on to it a little too long, but referee says play on. And now Seth Platt, he's looking to go to Blake Valfer, and it's going to be an icing as the puck sailed ahead of him. I'm being told by my producer that Noah Becker is the former preschool mate of Lake Forest Aiden Meredith. Now the draw controlled by Kingsep. But Lake Forest now has it behind the net. Now Seth Platt looking for Valfer, but the pass behind him. Now Oakman with a nice move to tip it to Valfer, but Lake Forest is able to get back in time. Now Kingsep's shot is blocked. Valfer behind the net, looking for Kingsep in the center. The pass didn't get through, and Kingsep gives his man a jolt into the boards, and Lake Forest will go back, but Kingsep is there, and another big hit by Kingsep. And now some physical action as Valfer took a shot at his man, but we're going to have another roughing penalty, and I believe it might be Andrew Kingsep. So Andrew Kingsep, one of the veterans of this team, makes his second trip to the penalty box. And it's going to be Zach Margulis and Ryan Kappas killing off the penalty, with Hayden Siegel and Daniel Schraber for Deerfield. Vedra and Margulis on the draw, and Zach Margulis is kicked out of the draw. The referee saying he moved early. And out comes Lake Forest. Reinhardt sends it behind the net, but Hayden Siegel's got time. Hey, clears it all the way down. Now Salanti leaves it there, and out comes Lake Forest. But Zach Margulis is going to toss it into the Deerfield bench. And I think that was a nice grab by Jesse Ryson on the bench. Now Ferretti and Gagerman on the draw. Gagerman comes away with it. Gagerman gets through one man, but another man is there. That was Michael Burden. And Handelman is going to send it back down. Minute and 20 seconds left on the Kingsep penalty. And Seth Platt got a stick on it, which allowed Brady Gagerman to clear it back down. And out comes Anthony Reinhardt. Now Reinhardt will have to play it again. Reinhardt leaves it there for Michael Burden. He's given a problem by Seth Platt, and then Gagerman will send it back. But Birdman corrals it, and now he feeds it up to John Carabine. Carabine in the corner. Back to Hunt. Hunt back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt takes a look. shooting. Oh, and a nice deflection. He scores! Rocco Ferretti on a deflection. Reinhardt took the shot from the point. There was a lot of traffic in front. And Rocco Ferretti scores a power play goal for Lake Forest. And it's 2-0. Now the draw controlled by Lake Forest. Hayden Siegel has it taken away by Medica. His shot sails wide, and it leaves the zone. Zach Margulis chasing, but comes away. Farrell comes away, but now Zach Margulis takes a look. Margulis shooting, and a save by Salanti. Rebound, Margulis behind the net. And we're going to have a penalty, and this time I think it might be on Lake Forest. Let's see what the call is. And Oliver Nalepa, I believe the referee signaled holding. Yes, it's going to be a holding call on Oliver Nalepa. So let's see if the Warriors can do something with this power play attempt. Ryan Oakman going to take the draw. Goes back to the Lake Forest defenseman, and they clear it all the way down. Hayden Siegel's going to chase. Now Hayden Siegel winding it up. Gets around one man through the neutral zone with a head of steam. Hayden Siegel, he appeared to be in. He looked towards the center where Ryan Oakman was waiting. Now from the point, shooting, he scores! A power play goal by Ryan Kappas. And Hayden Siegel started the play behind his own net, came in, worked his way to the front of the net, and it goes back to Kappas at the point. He was waiting, bang, it's 2-1 Lake Forest. So we're back after a big power play goal by the Warriors. Now Brady Gagerman, drop pass to Ryson. And out comes Lake Forest. Hayden Siegel gets it out to the neutral zone where it's sent back in by Farrell. Now Gagerman, he's looking for Gerber, but the pass was intercepted nicely there by Slobodnik. Now Slobodnik retreating into his own zone, pursued by Gerber over to Kuchman. Kept in, or actually it did go out of the zone, but Ryson battling with Kuchman. And now Gerber cannot get it past Silver, but Hayden Siegel will take over. Siegel, and a nice feed to Jesse Ryson. Drops it to Gerber, and a drive, and a save by Solantny. Good hard shot by Gerber after he got the feed from Ryson. And now, Hayden Siegel, I hope that's not going to be a penalty on Siegel. I think maybe it is. Siegel appeared to hit his man from behind. It didn't appear to be that big of a hit. And now it's going to be a slashing on Hayden Siegel. And I'm not sure about that one, but my vote does not count. So Hayden Siegel will have to serve 2 minutes in the box. Now the draw, and right off the draw, it's cleared all the way down by Deerfield. I'm told that our replay system is not working, so I've not been able to get another look at that penalty. It did not appear to me that Hayden Siegel got a stick on his man, but nevertheless, it was called a slashing. And now Burden gets around a couple of Warriors. Burden looking to center. And he was going for a deflection by Owen Walsh, and that almost connected, but not quite. Seth Platt gets it back to the point, and Seth Platt chases it down and clears it all the way down. 1:20 left on the Lake Forest power play. I believe there have been 3 Lake Forest power plays, only 1 for Deerfield. Now Aiden Meredith, and it stops, but Zach Margulis got in his way. And Anthony Reinhardt from the corner. Oh, and there was a Lake Forest man in front, but just in the nick of time, Handelman cleared that away. Now Ferretti back to Aiden Meredith. Meredith goes to the point where Burden is waiting. Burden tried to go back to Meredith. That pass a little too hot to handle. Now Meredith has it again. Aiden Meredith goes cross ice. And oh, I think that hit the goal post. Anthony Reinhardt let one fly, and I believe I heard it hit iron. And Deerfield sends it into the Lake Forest bench. Actually, I think maybe Jake Lampert West got a piece of that. That was a hard shot from close range. But Lampy keeping his team in the hunt. Now Deerfield controls as we get some John Lennon in the background. That's always a good sign. Ryan Kappas working against Halloran, and from a tough angle put one on net, but that's sticked harmlessly aside by Solanti. Now Silver throws it into the corner where Ryan Kappas will chase it down, taken away by Medica. Oh, and a nice heads-up play by Brady Gagerman to interrupt that scoring attempt by Lake Forest. Now Zach Swig in the corner gets a big hit. That was John Halloran who hit Swig. Halloran, a very big man. Play goes back to Mason Richter. Pass didn't get through to Gagerman. And now Gagerman turns. Gagerman, I think he was looking for Noah Becker in front of the net, but that pass was intercepted. Kappas will send it into the far corner. And I think Lake Forest wants to regroup, so they're going to ice this one. So 53 seconds left in the second period. 2-1 Lake Forest. Now off the draw. Oh, and a big hit by Ryan Oakman. And look out, I hope Udell's not hurt. Udell a little slow to get up, but he appears to be okay. And Lake Forest is going to clear it. Oh, and now right up the draw is Leonard Skinner playing in the background. Hayden Siegel gets a shot away, but that appeared to sail just wide, and Lake Forest on the counter, but sent back in. And now, Hayden Siegel just ran over a man, and we've got another whistle. Is that going to be another penalty? That appeared to me to be a clean hit, and I think it was. So a lot of hitting now by both sides. That time Hayden Siegel just barreled over his man. Hayden Siegel, a very big man himself. Also normally a defenseman, but Hayden Siegel is going to take the draw there. And now some pushing and shoving in the corner between Hayden Siegel and Rocco Ferretti. Ferretti known as being a tough guy himself. And shooting! Rebound! Handelman shooting. Oh, and that one deflected. As the buzzer sounds, so a last-minute flurry by Deerfield, but Solanti with a couple of nice saves. And the second period ends with a 2-1 score in favor of Lake Forest. Now the draw. Dump behind the Lake Forest net as Ryan Oakman has a big collision there. Kuchman gets it out of the zone, and that's going to be an offside, so Deerfield will have to tag up. They do. And Kuchman, his shot didn't get through. Silver behind the net, centering pass. And intercepted there by Hayden Siegel. Siegel looks for Oakman, he's got him. Now Ryan Oakman, he was looking for a Kingsep that almost connected. Kept in by Handelman, but we're going to have a whistle. And apparently the puck left the zone, and that's going to be an offsides play. And actually, it looks like it's going to be another penalty, another Deerfield penalty. Hayden Siegel once again. I did not see what the call was, but Hayden Siegel with a return trip to the penalty box. Now off the draw, Lake Forest controls. Nice play by Ryson. It's a battle along the near boards. And Deerfield is going to clear it all the way down where it'll be chased down by Slobodnik. Slobodnik working out of his own zone. Momentarily lost it in his feet, but he got it back. And right in front of the penalty box. And now Deerfield puts it back to the neutral zone. And look out here. Goes back to Medici. Shot and a save by Lampert West. And Brady Gagerman is going to clear it. And where did that one go? I think that one went into the Deerfield bench. Now off the face-off, Lake Forest, Vedra looking for Owen Walsh in the corner. Goes back to Reinhardt, back to Aiden Meredith. Back in the corner to Reinhardt, but the pass hopped over his stick, so Lake Forest will have to regroup. Now Walsh tips it, but sent out of the zone by Blake Balfour, and back comes Reinhardt. Reinhardt has it taken away by Handelman, and he'll send it the length of the ice, where Halloran will be forced to play it. Now Halloran working his way through the neutral zone, intercepted there by Gerber. Now Gerber's on a breakaway. Gerber in alone, shooting. Ah, the save, and it was right on the goal line. Oh, right there. So Gerber on a breakaway gets stopped by Salanti, and the puck was right in the goal line. Now Walsh. His shot is stopped by Lampert West. Walsh sends it behind the net. And Balfour will clear it, not out. And now a couple of Lake Forest players go for that puck, but Vedra ends up with it in the corner. Vedra hit by Balfour. Kingsep checks Walsh, but it goes behind the net. Look out, Walsh is in front, but the Warriors saw that coming. And Hunt will have to play it in the neutral zone. Zach Margulis gets in his way. Now Gerber again trying to get around his man, almost. And Seth Platt. Platt working around his man. Now Platt is down low, shooting, and a save by Salanti. Now it's sent back into the corner where it'll be played by Aiden Hunt. Kingsep goes cross ice, back to Hunt. Now Hunt working along the near board, sends it in there deep. And I believe it's going to be a too many men call on Lake Forest. Lake Forest caught in a bad change. Their coach pleading his case, but that's going to fall on deaf ears. And Deerfield's going to get a chance for a power play. And they're still jawing about it. The Lake Forest coach not happy, but he is not going to win that argument. And Hunt is going to be spending the next 2 minutes in the box. So a big opportunity for Deerfield. They need to capitalize here. Oakman wins the drawback to Kappas. Just hit it over the crossbar. Now Hayden Siegel takes his time, takes a look, spins, turns, still has it. Shooting, he scores! Hayden Siegel, the power play off from the blue line. And I hope we got that one on camera because we might have just missed it, but Hayden Siegel let go a bullet, and it's 2-2. So a power play goal by the Warriors. And George Thorogood plays bad to the bone just as we get set for the draw. Lake Forest playing some good music tonight. Now Handelman, oh, he couldn't spot it at first, but then he does. And Noah Becker looking for Swag. That pass didn't connect, and look out, oh, as Handelman had Kuchman creeping up on him. I'm not sure he saw him, but Handelman still has it. And now Lake Forest came away with it behind the net. Centering pass did not connect. Look out here. Oh, and a nice play by Zach Swag to break up that opportunity. And I think they're going to say it was played by a stick above the shoulder. Now Hayden Siegel comes away with it behind his own net. Siegel winding it up, looking for Ryson. Pass eludes him, and look out, we've got, oh, and Oliver Nalepa was waiting at the red, oh, and Hayden Siegel said no to that pass, and then appeared to maybe get the lumber up high against Aiden Hunt, but no call that time. So as 25 or 6-4 by Chicago plays, we get ready for the draw. It's going to be Ryson against Medica. Back to Hunt, lets it go, didn't get through. Nice play there by Gerber to break up that opportunity. Or actually, that might have been Kappas. And now Oliver Nalepa with a shot and a wrist glove save by Jake Lampert West. Oliver Nalepa with a quick release from the blue line. But Lampy slams the door. Looks like Zach Margulis had a hold of Vedra Stickett on that draw, but Zach's a wily veteran. He knows how to get away with that kind of move. And now Seth Platt behind the net gives his man a shove. And Lutz battling, but the puck squirts to the opposite corner. And look out here as Carabine shooting and a save, a blocker save by Lampert West. And out comes Camosa. Camosa to Zach Margulis. Shooting. Deflected wide. Now back to the point. Sent right back in there by Handelman. And Hayden Siegel with a big collision. He and Carabine, a couple of big bodies. Hayden wants the penalty. He's not going to get it. And now Hayden Siegel again. Hayden Siegel. Again with a head of steam. Now Siegel. Hayden Siegel shooting. Shot it wide. A lot of mustard in that shot. Now Ryan Oakman. Oakman puts one on net. Sticked aside by Solanta. And kept in by Hayden Siegel nicely there. And Kingsep tries to hit a couple of players at once. And Siegel over to Ryan Oakman. Now Oakman. Like to see him let that big cannon go. He didn't get it off that time. Oh, now Ryan Oakman is shooting. And a save by Solanti. Oh, a glorious opportunity. As Ryan Oakman was right in front. I believe that was Blake Valper who put it right on the tape of Oakman. Oakman was in, lets it fly, and Solanti denies. And now Zach Swag with the backhander. He scores! Zach Swag with a backhander off the draw. And I don't think Solanti was expecting that. As Zach Swag off of the draw. Wait a minute. they seem to be ushering Zach Swag into the penalty box. What's the call here? I don't know what the call is. Too much celebration, perhaps. And a lot of discussion over this penalty. I did not see the referee signal what it was. I can't imagine what it could have been. The goal, I believe, has been allowed. So it must have been an infraction after the puck went in the net. The referee is conferring. So Zach Swag appears to have scored the game-leading goal. It is still on the board, but he will be in the penalty box. They're still talking it over. Sean Brown wants to know what's going on. But it appears, at least for now, that Deerfield will have a 3-2 lead with 7.5 minutes left in the game. And I need to warn our viewers that the video camera I'm using appears to be running very low on batteries. So hopefully we'll get as much of this game in as we can. As I mentioned before, this game is being live streamed by Lake Forest. And look out here. Lampard West with the save! Oh, and look out. We might have a problem behind the net. And temper's getting hot here. And I believe at least one man's going to be ushered into the box. That's Robert Medica. Let's see what we end up with. So I'm still not exactly sure what's being called here, but it appears that the Warriors are going to, or rather the Lake Forest power play appears to have been nullified. I think we're going to have 4-on-4. So 4-on-4. I'm being told by our producer that the Lake Forest crew has provided some assistance in getting our cameraman plugged in, so hopefully we'll have a little more power and can continue the broadcast. We have the father of Oliver Nalepa along with the father of Michael Burden as part of the Lake Forest broadcast crew. And now the draw goes to Lake Forest, where it's played by Carabine. And look out here. Oh, and look out, we're going to have another penalty. I think Hayden Siegel is going to make his third trip to the penalty box. And indeed, Hayden Siegel is going to get called for tripping. So it's going to be a 4-on-3, a very dangerous scenario. Hayden Siegel brings a lot of size, speed, and skill to this game, but he is a physical player. Now we get set for the draw, 4-on-3. And Gagerman tied up his man nicely, allowing Handelman to clear it all the way down. Nice play there by Gagerman on the draw, and look out, Seth Platt battling killing off some precious time. So 4 on 3, and out comes Lake Forest. Handelman, he clears it all the way down. Salanti will play it to Hunt. And Lake Forest starts it out of their own zone. A brief miscue, but and almost another miscue, but Hunt corrals it. Now he leaves it for Ferretti. Ferretti gains the line in the corner, but Seth Platt takes it away and he clears it all the way down. So the Zach Swag penalty is now expired and it'll be 4 on 4 for 28 seconds. Now Oliver Nalepa. Nalepa's in, he tried a toe drag move, but that's not going to fool the veteran Handelman. And now Vedra shoots it wide. Gagerman gets there first, spins, and he's got time over to Handelman. Now back along the far boards, working behind the net. And Ryan Kappas killing off some time as Deerfield is now short-handed. And almost an icing for Lake Forest, but no call. Deerfield wants to know why that's not an icing. Apparently it might have hit one of the Warrior sticks. Now behind the net, Lake Forest playing a little bit of tag with the puck, and did it score outside the zone? Yes, it did. And a whistle's going to sound, and the Deerfield penalty is over. So both teams are at full strength as Kingsepp and Halloran having a bit of a discussion. That appeared to be mostly friendly. So Ferretti and Kingsepp on the draw, and Lake Forest had a save by Lampard West. Oh, Lampard West. A rocket of a shot with traffic in front, and Lampard West flashes out the leather. What a save there to keep Deerfield in front. And I hope that one was caught on camera. I have to say my hand at this point is completely numb from the cold. And now look out, another man, that was Ferretti in front, but Hayden Siegel's back out there and he clears him out. Now Ryan Oakman looking for Valper. Pass just eluded him, and Valper almost got a second shot at it. And now Ryan Kappas will play it over to Siegel. Oakman calling for it. Siegel dumps it in, and Oakman and Halloran battle. Now Valper keeps it in there deep, came away with it, but the puck rather squirted away from him. Now Hayden Siegel shooting from a tough angle right on. Nice save by Salanti. Now Halloran sends it in there deep as Lake Forest needs a change. And Kappas takes a jolt, but he clears the puck. And Ryan Lutz almost got it. And Lampard West stops that one. And Lutz battling with 3 Lake Forest players, and he manages to get it out of the zone. Nice hard work by Ryan Lutz as he's taken down. And Deerfield wanted to know why that wasn't a penalty. Deerfield has had, I believe, 4 penalties. Now through the neutral zone, Michael Burden sends it in there offsides, but Lake Forest tags up, and here comes Hayden Siegel. Siegel sends it harmlessly into the Lake Forest zone, where it'll be played by Michael Burden. Burden over to Anthony Reinhardt, and almost stolen there by Camosa, but Oliver Nalepa lets go a shot, sails wide. And look out there, we had a man right in front. I think that was John Carabine, but he's taken off the play by Handelman. Now Lutz collides with Burden, and the puck is cleared through the neutral zone. Handelman takes a shove, and here comes Rice. Rubbed off by Gerber, allowing Handelman to get it to Gagerman. But the puck's still in the Deerfield zone. Gerber takes a whack at it and a big hit by Handelman, who then gets a big hit by Nalepa. So a lot of hitting at this point. Reinhardt couldn't corral the puck, but he... Lampert West! Oh, it was a clearing attempt, I believe, hit the back of Brady Gagerman. So a tough break for Deerfield, which allowed a hard shot by Lake Forest. Then Lampert West says no. Now pass to Aiden Meredith, intercepted by Seth Platt. Platt and Meredith are tangled up. And they're both going to go as Aiden Meredith and Seth Platt got their sticks tangled up and didn't want to let go. Seth Platt not happy with the call. Aiden Meredith, I'm guessing, not much happier than Platt. But it'll be coincidental minors. So less than 2 minutes to go. Deerfield still up 3-2. And my hand's still completely numb. The music has taken a bit of a turn for the worse. And we're going to take a pause here so I can warm my hands. So a minute 42 left in this one. As Rocco Ferretti and Brady Gagerman are going to face off, and it goes back to Hayden Siegel, who's chased by Oliver Nalepa. And Hayden Siegel was trying to send the puck to us in the broadcast booth, but the netting keeps it in. And the draw controlled by Deerfield, and out comes Brady Gagerman. Over to Gerber. Gerber, oh, almost got around his man. Look out. Gerber's in shooting, and a save by Salanti. Oh, nice work there by Gerber and Gagerman. And look out in the counter. Oliver Nalepa sends it in wide of the net. And out comes Deerfield. Kept in through the neutral zone as Kappas was trying to get it in. I think he tried to get it in. And look out here as we've got some pushing and shoving. That was Michael Burden and I believe Jack Gerber. So nothing is going to come of that little altercation as we have the face-off, and now Valfer along the near boards. Stopped by Slobodnik, and now a long-range shot handled easily by Salanti. And look out, here comes Vedra, and a nice stick by Kappas to prevent a scoring opportunity. Ryan Kappas on the counter. Tries to get by Slobodnik, but he just sends it in there deep as the Lake Forest net is now empty. 35 seconds left. And look out. Puck now back in the Deerfield zone. Kappas. And oh, controlled by Cushman. Over to Burden in the corner. His pass over to the near boards, and look out, here comes Michael Burden. Burden centering pass, they score! 12 seconds left, and Burden sent it over through the slot. And I think it might have been John Carabine who was waiting. And with 12 seconds left, Lake Forest gets the equalizer. So John Carabine ties the game at 3, 7 seconds left. Look out here, 5 seconds left. And a shot and a save by Lampert West at the last second. And look out here, we may have a problem as they're mixing it up now. And 1 second left, tempers are flaring. Hayden Siegel giving someone a face full of glove. And Lampard West with a last-second save to keep this game tied. And I think some of the Warrior players feel that Lake Forest might have gotten a bit much of Lampard West. And you know Hayden Siegel's not going to let that happen. So he got in the face of a couple of Lake Forest players, and of course they're not going to back down. But tempers seem to have cooled, as now there seems to be a relatively friendly discussion between the goal scorer Carabine and Jesse Ryson. Slobodnik comes over to join the conversation. So 1 second left in the game. Now the draw, and that's going to do it. And Deerfield again, Hayden Siegel did not like the shot after the whistle. And Austin Rice did take the shot after the whistle. He's putting his gloves up like, who, me? But Hayden Siegel gave him a shove, but that's going to be about it. And so this one is going to end in a 3-3 tie. And are they going to play overtime? I think they're discussing it. Not sure if they're going to play overtime or go to a shootout or perhaps end in a tie. But the players are still on the ice and on the bench. Nobody is headed for the exits. The fans are still here. There you see one fan down there. He's a Lake Forest diehard. The Deerfield end, very sparsely populated. You see a couple of Lake Forest players looking on, awaiting the next game. The great star McNeely and Gerstein looking on. They're no stranger to overtime play. And it does appear that this game is not yet over. I think it might be a 3-on-3 overtime. So hold on to everything. Do not leave your seats. And it is going to be 3-on-3. So Gerber, Kappas, and Siegel are going to start it out for Deerfield. Carabine, Ferretti, and Slobodnik for Lake Forest. As we get set to start OT. And now we're underway in overtime. Sudden death. Slobodnik finds Ferretti. Ferretti dances over the line. And his shot deflected by Kappas. So the draw will remain inside the Deerfield zone. Draw. Oh, it was almost controlled. Look out. And Hayden Siegel on a breakaway. Siegel shooting and a save by Zalanti. Oh, Hayden Siegel with the game on his stick. And now Gerber back to Siegel. Oh, and he was looking for the man on the point. That was Kappas, but the pass was outside his reach. Now with some, well, we still have Gerber now. Leaves it for Hayden Siegel. Hayden Siegel. Oh, and his shot went wide. And now here comes Lake Forest on the counter. Vedra speeding up. Ice gets around Siegel and is saved by Lampard West. So end-to-end action, both teams with some great chances here in overtime. Now we've got some fresh players on the ice. Balfour wins the draw to Handelman. Slams on the brakes, but is forced to circle back in his own zone. Gets it back to Balfour. Now Handelman. Handelman over to Balfour, shooting! Oh, and Balfour let go of a rocket, but it sailed over the net. And now the puck back along the far boards. Lake Forest has control, and he was looking for Vedra, I think that is, but the pass did not connect. And now a nice move there by Gerber. 2-on-1 with Valfer. 2-on-1. Gerber shooting, and a save by Salanti. Jack Gerber with a glorious opportunity. I think he was using Valfer as a decoy. He came in. The defenseman, of course, has to play the pass. So Gerber let go a rocket from close range, and Salanti slammed the door. Now the draw. Hayden Siegel is back out there. Siegel over to Gerber. Oh, he's looking for Siegel, and Siegel got a jolt as the puck, I'm not sure what happened. I think puck might have been caught in someone's equipment. So now we get set for the draw as the theme from One Tree Hill plays in the background. And a nice play by Gerber, who batted it out of midair to prevent a chance. And now Siegel gets it back to Gerber. He's got Siegel in. And a nice defensive play as Gerber was just about to let the pass go to Siegel. Now back in the corner to Kappas. Here it comes, and a save by Salanti. So Deerfield peppering Salanti in OT. And now Siegel has a few words with Salanti. I think he might have been giving him a little respect as Salanti keeping his team in the game in OT. Now we've got some Rolling Stones as Deerfield controls the draw. Platt, who's out of the penalty box, sends it in deep where it'll be played by Slobodnik. Slobodnik looking for Walsh. Look out. He had Carabine busting, but the pass intercepted. Now Platt with a drop to Valfer, back to Platt. Platt's in shooting. He just missed the near post. Seth Platt with a glorious opportunity, and it just sailed wide. Now Valfer gets it into Lake Forest territory. He was looking for Handelman. Now, and Handelman tried the return pass, but didn't get through. And now Carabine. 2 minutes left in OT. Carabine sends it in wide. And now another break. Valfer with a 2-on-1 with Platt. Valfer over to Platt, shooting, and a save. And I'm losing my voice as Platt looking to return pass to Valfer. Valfer dances around a check. Back to Kappas. Now Kappas to Hayden Siegel. Siegel gets around his man. And his shot is deflected by Carabine. So Deerfield controlling the play in OT, getting a lot of chances. But fantastic goaltending by Grant Salanti. Now Hayden Siegel wins the draw. In the draw, and his pass just missed Gerber. Gerber circling around, trying for Hayden Siegel, but couldn't get to it. Lake Forest reverses direction, and Kappas gets a huge hit. And out comes Lake Forest. Rocco Ferretti has it stolen by Gerber. Shooting, he scores! Jack Gerber in overtime. Jack Gerber in overtime scores the winning goal for the Warriors. So an amazing game, end-to-end action, a lot of physical play, some rough stuff, and back and forth. An early lead by Lake Forest, and Deerfield came back. Then it went into overtime, and Jack Gerber lights the lamp with 1:05 left in overtime for the Deerfield win. My hand remains numb. I hope our cameraman got most of the action. So on behalf of the Deerfield broadcast crew, we'd like to say we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. And we can see the Deerfield players as we sign off. And a big Warrior victory. Warriors 4, Lake Forest 3. And Jack Gerber, there you see the goal scorer. And Lampert West with a fantastic performance. So good night, everybody.